It's this house. The two houses you would recognize from the game. The apartment from the game. That looks right at home here. BMW M3 GTR visits Los Santos.
The vehicle is a purple BMW.
All right, folks, welcome back to another video, another Cali vlog in the M3 GTR. We're here in technically Los Angeles, but I want to say we're here in Los Santos, and we're going to be visiting some places I think some of the gamers in the comments are going to recognize. We just got done at the Peterson Museum, but now we're going to do some touristy stuff. We're going to visit some spots. We're heading towards, I think, Del Perro Beach or something. It's actually Santa Monica Pier. I can't remember what it's called in the game. We're gonna go there. We're gonna walk by the house that Franklin and Lamar rob at the beginning of GTA 5 in the story. And that'll just be kind of neat to see. And we're gonna visit some other cool locations. And we're just doing it in a fun car. Right now we're about to go on to Fairfax here in Los Angeles. And the light's kind of slow. It's hot. I'm not used to it. So I'm gonna turn this up and turn the AC on. Might freeze my cameraman. He says I underpay him, but I'm sure he'll be okay. We had more on the list, but to save time, we took some off. And the next time I'm in town, I will we'll revisit and do more. But we're a little short for time today, and I want to make sure we got in, you know, the most important locations. Well, this is pretty cool. I can recognize this area, the bridge and the beach over here that we're going to stop at. Right, here we are at Santa Monica Beach. We're gonna go and take a walk. This will be very familiar, very cool. This is where GTA 5 starts. All the houses are down that way. The pier's over there. We're gonna go for a little stroll, and this will be the first little landmark. All right, I'm not gonna lie. It is pretty cool to be here in an area that you can recognize from a video game, movies, and stuff like that. You got the pier over here. The landscape over there is super familiar. All those mountains and the buildings. Obviously this walkway where people ride bikes, they run. The pier's over there with the Ferris wheel and all the rides. The houses are over there. This is gonna be really neat to see in person. I don't know what that's doing in the sky, but there's writing in the sky with smoke or cloud type stuff. All right, I don't know what that's about. Here we are. We're at, I don't remember what the address is in the game. Pretty sure it's this house. So we're gonna let people go across here. We're gonna go in the sand. So I am pretty sure, my memory's a little hazy. I'm gonna be putting in clips from the live streams of when I played the game. But these are at least the two houses you would recognize from the game, where you steal a couple cars. Playing as Franklin and Lamar as your companion. I don't remember being purple and pink. That's kind of funny. But it's definitely these two. You go through that gate there, you go to the front, you take the cars, and that's the intro to the game. The couple things that are different from this in the game, I don't think there's a bike path in the game. I think it's just the walking path, and there's benches and things. And you've got Michael sitting on one of the benches with Franklin Lamar walking by. You have the nice establishing shots of the pier and the buildings and the beach. This is where the game starts. It's kind of weird to be here. The pier is over there. I'm sure many of you recognize it from the many times you've crashed planes and gotten chased by the police or what have you, eaten by sharks and respawned over here. But this is where the game starts, and now we're going to go and find some other cool landmarks. All right, now we're gonna head towards, so that was the beach, showed you a little bit of the pier. We're gonna head towards the really expensive apartment that we all have in GTA Online, just to show you that that building exists, because that's super cool. So that's our next stop. We're gonna enjoy the AC, because it ain't, well, it's not that hot here. It's actually hotter in the car right now, because it was just sitting in the sun. But it's kind of hard to be critical of California when it's this nice outside. We were just walking up and down the sidewalk. I could probably do that for another few hours and be fine. I don't understand. It's kind of hard to be critical of California when it's this nice. I don't know what to tell you guys. I can't really spin that story. Unfortunately, it would be dishonest. That would be against my journalistic integrity. So we're gonna head out towards, I think it's called Sierra Towers. And we're gonna check out the apartment that we all live in, fictionally. So here we go. Well, I imagine for a lot of people this is pretty familiar. We're getting pretty close. We're about 8 minutes away from our next destination, the GTA Online apartment. We're just going through this little neighborhood here. Ooh, nice E36 over there. Nice houses out here. Just being kind of cautious on bumps and speed bumps and things. It's kind of like being on a movie set, surrounded by all this style of architecture and the palm trees and stuff, which makes sense because this part of the country is the easiest place to get film permits. All right, the building is visible from here. I don't think this neighborhood exists in the game because they use that kind of set building technique of compressed perspective. Everything's a lot closer together. All right. This is it. I'm gonna quickly just walk outside to show the spot. This doesn't seem to be a particularly busy road, so I don't feel too bad about it. Yeah, it's kind of neat. I think there's construction going on, so it also just looks a little different. Here it is, the apartment from the game where you can store your cars and do all sorts of things. We've got the garage entrance right here. It's called Sierra Towers. Goes right into there. But there she is. And man, that looks right at home here. BMW M3 GTR visits Los Santos. Checking to see if the apartment is still here. Still here. Pretty sweet. This car looks at home out here. To the next spot. All right. Second last stop of the GTA 5 tour. We are at the Griffith we're near the Griffith Observatory. Had to look for parking, and we managed to find some. We did end up taking 2 spots, but that's fine. At least the car will be safe, and we can go on a little hike. It'll be fun. You said that's been going since the 17th? Yep. Jeez. All right, so I'm just gonna do this kind of post-visit commentary, and I'll show you guys the footage that I got. But we just visited the Griffith Observatory. It's actually really cool. I've never been to an observatory. We actually went inside and saw some of the stuff, but outside we saw the area where you get the Davy scene, where Davy and Michael meet. There we go.
Davy!
Davy! We got a really cool view of the cityscape, of, you know, the mountains and just the approaching area. We hiked up. It was actually kind of fun. And we even got, you know, a good view of that fire in LA, that warehouse fire that's been going since the 17th, and today's the 21st, I think. Father's Day? June 21st. So it's been going for a while, and that's been a struggle. You know, it was cool to see this. Now we're just gonna drive by Franklin's house, and that's it. We're going up, we're really close. Yeah, not too bad. All right, we're almost there. I think it's gonna be this first house on the right. It's not so bad. Well, it is kind of stupid. Okay. I mean, this is pretty chill. This is nicer than Michael's place, I'm not gonna lie. The house here, this is Franklin's house. Here is the entrance garage, I think, maybe? Very nice Lamborghini Huracan Performante there. Very cool. It's a nice car. It's very, very tight up here. I mean, I'm just crawling along in first. E92 M3. Very cool. You know, make sure I don't drive down someone's driveway. Private road. This is dead end. So that's it. We drove past Franklin's house. That's pretty cool. I'm going to work on turning around. But I wanted to thank you guys for joining me in this episode of touring the M3 GTR around the greater Los Angeles area, Los Santos. Looking at some cool landmarks. On a future visit, if there's anything you guys want me to check out, do let me know. But for the next video, we're gonna do a quick check on, or visit on, some Fast and the Furious 2001 filming locations. And of course, we're taking this car to them. So stay tuned for that. If you like what you've seen so far and you're not subscribed yet, be sure to fix that, because you'll like what I get planned. So peace, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.